Hey everybody, welcome back to SJ's Lottery Models. I'm Scott, and the Oldsmobile 442 1971 is kind of finished. So I'll turn it around and we'll give a brief history on the Olds 442, and then we'll look at the model and we'll talk about it. Okay, so the Oldsmobile 442 was made between 1964 and 1987. It started out as an option package for the F85 and Cutlass models. It became a model in its own right from 1968 to 1971. That helped spawn the Hearst Olds, and then it became an option package again in the mid 1970s. So 442 or 4-4-2, pronounced 442, comes from 4-barrel carburetor, 4-speed transmission, and dual exhaust. That's from the original car. Beginning in 1965, the 442's standard transmission was 3-speed manual along with optional 2-speed automatic and 4-speed manual, but were still badged as 4-4-2s. Because of this designation from 65 on, according to Oldsmobile brochures and advertisements, the 442 designation referred to the 400 cubic inch engine, 4-barrel carburetor, and dual exhaust. By 68, badging was shortened to 442, so no hyphens. But in the Oldsmobile brochures, they still put the hyphens in. Okay, so this is the second generation Cutlass from 1968 to, it's the second generation Oldsmobile 442 from 68 to 71. So this is the last of the second generation. This one has the 455. It has the W-30 package, so this 455 was rated for 350 horsepower, and it's the W-30 package. The W-27 package was an option with an aluminum cover for the cast iron differential housing. Other than that, I couldn't find a whole lot of difference between the W-30s and the W-27s. So let's put aside my notes here and we'll take a look at what we built. Okay. So we'll start off with the paint. This is MCW Cortez Silver. From the research I did, this is a GM color. Not bad paint. My bodywork stinks, but not bad paint. Went on without too much trouble. So I will be using MCW paint in the future. Let's see if we can stop it here. We'll take a look at the engine. And can we see that? Oh, we'll have to take the camera out. Okay, sorry about that. So as you can see, the inner fenders are red. They switched them to plastic. We think it's to make the car lighter. I don't know if you can see that. I did add spark plug wires. The blue is Oldsmobile engine blue, also from MCW. The rest of it's a lot of Revell and testers, various things. I did add plug wires. I don't know if you can see that. This engine went together fairly well. Moving on to the interior. Don't know if you can see that. It is an automatic transmission. And I added the wood grain. Added some of the photo etch details. there you can see the automatic transmission, dual exhaust. I used the stock wheels, stock tires. I screwed up the decals, so I had to buy another kit. And this is my first time using photo etch. So as you can see there, that photo etch looks pretty okay. I also used it in the grill. Really happy with how that turned out in the front. You can see from the headlights the glue isn't quite dry yet. Let's see, we'll turn this around. And I screwed up the rear bumper in chroming it. So I'm going to try and fix that later. And if you look here, oh, sorry, not professional here. We're missing a 2. Photo etch has a tendency to fly away and never ever be seen again. So on the back end, we're missing the 2 from the 442. And if I pick this up gently, set this like that, you can see we're missing a 4 on this side. Okay? But I really like the way the photo etch sticks out compared to what a decal would do. Also screwed up the decals on the tires, so I had to get into the second kit for that. We've got photo etch detail for the lock cylinders and on the other side. And all in all, Revell made a really good kit, and it went together pretty well despite my model building skills or lack of. Now, I'll turn this back on. If I can figure out my turntable. Okay, we're back. I did try this ultra shining fluid silver foil for the chrome on the rear bumper. And the only reason I did that was because as I was cutting it away from the sprue, I had to touch up some of the chrome. I did spray it on. It does spray very nice. But I didn't let it dry long enough, so the rear bumper looks a little rough. I am going to try and go back and fix it when I get the new photo etch parts to make up for the ones that went flying off into the abyss. The other chrome trim that's on it is a combination of bare metal foil and Molotow pen. You can see there that I did that on the windshield wipers. This is bare metal foil around the windshield and the rear window. I did try using a chrome pen for around the window openings on the side. Some of that has rubbed off from just handling it. But all in all, Revell made a very good kit. I did run into a bit of trouble with marrying the body to the chassis, and I broke the fan away, so I very carefully had to glue that back into place. But when it was all said and done, with or without the photo etch, this is not a bad kit at all. It goes together pretty well. I did make a mistake on the rear spoiler and unintentionally glued it on backwards. And when I tried to break it free and glue it on the right way, I made some mistakes with glue and it screwed up some of the paint. But I do want to move forward with this build. So when the photo etch comes, I will finish attaching it, but we're going to move on to the next build. I do want to get started on my build for Acme, and I do want to get started on my Street Machine build. But we are going to do another lottery build. Oh yeah, and the 48-hour group build is coming up. So yeah, Daddy the Way Out Suburbanite is coming up next.
That's this weekend.
Yeah, so those of you who aren't in on the 48-hour group build, find that on the Facebook page, or if you've got a YouTube channel, throw it out there that you're throwing your hat in the ring for the 48-hour group build. I got on the Facebook page and announced what I'm doing on YouTube. Oh, forgot to mention one other thing. Let's stop this and we'll show this. There's another bit of photo etch right up there in the front. So the grill itself is photo etch, but that Oldsmobile badge in the center of the grill. So let's see, where's my finger? All right, so right there, that black area, that's photo etch. I cut out the plastic and painted the photo etch and glued it in place. The red 442, that's a Sharpie. So, don't be afraid to think out of the box, guys. Okay, so put that back. And we'll turn this back on. Okay, so now we got to do another lottery build. Even though I said I wasn't going to do a lottery build. Let's go ahead and do it so I can start planning for the next lottery build. But the next things you're going to see me build will probably be my build for Acme and probably be the Street Machine build.
And the Henry J is
coming yes. Up. And we will be able to finish the Henry J because the decals are supposed to be coming in sometime this week. So hopefully we can finish the Henry J this week. I don't like having more than one build going on at once, but sometimes that's the way it works out. So let's do a lottery build and we'll start talking about what we're going to plan.
Hey Google, please pick a number between 1 and 382.
Please be a simple build. Please be a simple build.
Here's the random number. 295.
295 is Baja Humbug by Revell.
Okay.
That should be over in that area.
Okay, Baja Humbug.
Should be alphabetical order.
Oh, right up there at the top.
Do you want me to hold your phone?
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like the Baja Humbug is going to be the next build for the lottery. All right.
Fun.
Yes. Nice simple build.
Okay.
We hope. Okay.
Never say simple.
Okay. So thanks for tuning in to SJ's Lottery Models. We know there's a lot of YouTube channels on model building that you guys can watch. So we appreciate you taking the time to watch. So make sure you like and subscribe and comment and all those things. And thanks for coming along on the ride with SJ's Lottery Models. Bye guys.